Before we hop into today's video, make sure to check out the link in the description for a BlueStacks download link. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that allows you to play mobile games on your PC like Grand Cross and Arknights. The link down below has Arknights pre-installed, but if you want to play 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, you can download it through the Play Store. Alright, let's hop into the video. What's going on, guys? Amazing Watts here, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over the Attack on Titan collab unit and if you should be summoning for them. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first unit we're going to be going over is going to be Eren Jaeger, so the green Eren from the Attack on Titan collab. So for his first skill, he inflicts damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy and fills ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs. So it's the same skill as green Escanor or Lost Vein Meliodas. And then for his second skill, he inflicts damage equal to 180% of attack on all enemies and disables ultimate moves for 2 turns. So Eren's able to actually cancel out someone's ultimate, but this effect can actually be cleansed off. So if you have like Blue King on the opposing team, you can actually just cleanse off that debuff, so it's not really that like impressive, I guess. For Eren's ultimate, transform into Titan form increases attack related stats, defense related stats, and HP related stats by 10% for 5 turns, decreases enemies attack related stats by 30% for 1 turn, and then the multiplier increases the percentage of the related stats you get by 5 each time. At 6 out of 6, you're going to be getting 35% to all your related stats. So you're going to be getting attack related stats, defense related stats, and HP related stats by 35%, which is kind of insane. And being that Eren in his Titan form, he's basically like Escanor, he's kind of insane. So here are the skills for his Titan form. So for his first skill, he inflicts amplified damage equal to 450% of attack on one enemy, and this actually works really well with his ultimate here, where he gets all these attack related stats, defense related stats, where he gets all the related stats. It actually coincides and works with his amplify skill, so that's actually really good. And then for his second skill, he inflicts damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs. So this is the same skill as Red Escanor, and this one is also the same skill as Red Escanor. So first form, he's basically like green Escanor, and then he transforms into red Escanor, which is kind of a cool thing. And then for his ultimate, he inflicts damage equal to 840% of attack on one enemy, and then this can scale to about I think it's like 1200, because it's the same ultimate as Escanor. So if you have 6/6, it's going to be about 1200. So that's basically Eren. We have his passive right here, so increases damage by 10% for each ultimate move gauge orb the hero has, so that's pretty decent. And then for his Titan unique, he's immune to ultimate move disabling effects, so no matter what, he's going to be getting his ultimate off if you let him get his ultimate. So overall, like the Eren, he looks like a good unit, but from what I've seen on the JP version in practice, he isn't really good unless you have him 6/6. So like, I don't think the general population of the people playing 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross are going to have this guy 6/6. But I mean, if you are a whale and you really do like the Attack on Titan collab units, you might as well just push and get Eren to 6/6, because he's probably going to be insane after you get him 6/6. But let's hop into the next character. So the next character we're going to be going over is going to be Levi. So he's probably the one I'm the most hyped for, just because Levi is like the coolest character out of Attack on Titan, man. But alright, so let's go over Levi. He is a red unit. He inflicts damage equal to 400% of attack on one enemy and inflicts spike damage. So spike is basically ×2 crit damage. So he's going to be a crit machine, like from the looks of it, right? So for his second skill, he inflicts despair damage equal to 250% of attack on all enemies, and so basically he recovers 15% of diminished HP when critical hit occurs. So yeah, so it looks like Levi is going to be a crit machine right here. For his ultimate, he cancels buffs and stances on one enemy and inflicts damage equal to 630% of attack, and it can scale to 945% of attack with 6/6. And then if we go over his passive right here, this hero will always crit against enemies that have the lowest leftover HP ratio. Applies when there is only one enemy. Also applies when all enemies have the same HP ratio. So basically Levi is going to be critting you if he has more HP than you base, which is really good. So like, overall, Levi is probably the best summonable version or summonable unit out of the 3, that if you just get him at like 1/6, Levi is probably the best one. But alright, so yeah, in general, like Levi is probably gonna be the one you're gonna go for if you do summon on the banner. He's probably gonna be the main unit you go for if you're just like a free-to-play player and like you want to like try and get one of the characters. Levi's probably your best option, just because he works even at 1/6 because of how his kit works. So let's hop into the next character. The next character we're going to be going over is Mikasa. So Mikasa is going to be a blue attribute unit. So for her first skill, she's going to inflict damage equal to 325% of attack on one enemy and makes the target bleed for 2 turns. So that's a pretty decent skill. It's the same as Green Jericho. So if you guys have used her, you'd know the same effect. And for her second skill, it's actually a unique skill, so it inflicts secret technique damage equal to 200% of attack on all enemies. So secret technique, basically it increases the damage dealt by 20% per hero's skill card in hand. So the more cards you have in Mikasa's hand, the more damage this skill is gonna do. So it's basically the Lost Vein ultimate, but in a card and not in a ultimate, right? So for ultimate, it increases the hero's basic stats by 50% for 3 turns and inflicts 420% of attack on one enemy. So this is actually the same ultimate as Blue Galland and Red Galland. So if you guys have seen Galland's like ultimate, basically like you get all the basic stat increases and it's pretty good after you get the ultimate off. So at 660, it's going to be at 630%, which is pretty good. And then for her passive, guys, for each other ally that received damage when attacked, increases the hero's stats by 3%, limit 10 times. So basically every time your like team takes damage, your Mikasa's hero's stats are just going to increase like in general by 3% each time. And so it can stack up to 30% because it's a limit of 10 times. So Mikasa's probably the worst summonable one out of the 3. From the looks of it, I don't like she's a pretty decent unit, right? If we look at the kits of Eren and Levi, they definitely have better kits than her, but she's not a bad unit at all, really. Like there's other units that are worse than her in the game. But now that we've seen all the characters, guys, and went over their kits, should you be summoning on the Attack on Titan collab banner? So in my opinion, guys, you should probably just skip the banner. And the reason for skipping the banner would be just because these units aren't really like meta breaking. Like, as you guys know, Lost Vein Meliodas is going to be coming out in like 1 to 2 months, and he's going to be the unit you guys want to be saving for if you're free to play or a light spender. These units right here, like the Eren, Levi, and Mikasa, they don't really have like a place in the meta. Like they might on global just because we don't have Lost Vein at the moment, but just in general, like if you play PvP and you're free to play, you're gonna want to save for Lost Vein Meliodas. Like he's gonna be the one unit you need to get, right? So having 900 gems for him is gonna be the best option. And if you're summoning on banners like this, you're actually just gonna be wasting gems. So this banner is probably just gonna be a skip, guys. But if you are a collector, and I guess if you like spend a little bit on the game, then at that point you might as well just pick them up because they are collab units. They're not going to be coming back unless they collab returns. So like from the looks of it, it doesn't look like this collab's going to be coming back, just because like this is kind of like promoting the Attack on Titan anime. And so if you are a collector in this game, then definitely try and summon for them and try and get all 3 at least at 1/6. But other than that, if you're just like free to play and light spender, as I said, and you don't really care for the unit as like collection wise, then at that point you can just skip the banners, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.